The following portion of Good Day PA is sponsored by Members First Federal Credit Union. Fraud, unfortunately, not only continues to be an issue, it's an ever-growing and evolving issue. The danger is real. Chad Stein from Members First is here to help us protect our accounts and money. It just seems like it's everywhere now. Fraud becoming way more prevalent, so sophisticated now. You're mostly out in the community interacting with members and small business owners. Is fraud a big concern?
Yeah, it definitely is, and the fraudsters themselves are getting more sophisticated with the ways they're going about it. There's a couple different ways that we see a lot of just out and about, not necessarily with us here at Members First, but just in the community and the conversations. And they're coming at you via email, through phishing emails. They're scamming your credit cards. There also is a new thing that we're seeing a lot more of, and that's invoice fraud.
Invoice fraud.
The great thing about all this is that we do have a department at Members First doing our best to keep all of our members' information very safe.
Invoice fraud, is that what a lot of your small business, customers are dealing with, or what are they battling right now?
Yeah, I mean, we know our small business owners do a lot more than opening the door and just selling their products and services. They're also in the office, late at night paying their invoices, and we're just asking them to, when they're going through those invoices, take an extra step, look through everything, make sure it is legit. Because this invoice fraud is a real thing. Invoice fraud is just a standard looking invoice that might be a little bit off than standard, and they're essentially trying to get unauthorized payments sent to them. So we ask that if there's any change in the way that they're accepting the payments or the font, even the format of that bill, to just pick up the phone, call that trusted representative at that vendor or whoever you're paying, and that way you kind of know, hey, are we good here? I got an invoice that looks a little off, just wanted to confirm with you.
Wow, this is something new every day, really. And so whether it's a small business owner or just regular consumers, what's some of your advice?
Yeah, I mean, I know we all have a bunch of login credentials and passwords, but the real key is to making a strong, secure password for each and every login that you have. So we recommend at least 16 characters in that password, just to make sure you're solid and protected. If someone was to grab one of those passwords, they at least don't have all of them. And then also, if there's a multi-step authentication, that's always great, because you log in, username, password, and then that follow-up email with the code or the text with a code, call with a code. It's that extra step that makes sure you yourself are the ones logging in.
Yeah, I initially thought that was kind of bothersome, but
Yeah.
now I think it's actually brilliant,
Definitely,
honestly.
yeah.
Any other tip you can give us just before we say goodbye?
No, absolutely not. If you have any needs for any more information, feel free to go on to membersfirst.org, and we have a whole team dedicated to this and making sure our members are safe. So feel free to stop into any of our branches or give us a call. We're happy to help.
What a shame that you have to have a whole team dedicated to this, but thankfully you do.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yes,
Thank
good
you
to
so
see you,
much.
Amy.
The previous portion of Good Day PA was sponsored by Members First Federal Credit Union. There's more to come on Good Day PA. Stay with us. We'll be right back.